They said he'd never become anything. They laughed behind his back. And some laughed to his face. At 17, Ethan Gray was called a failure by his teachers, his classmates, and eventually by his own family. He wasn't dumb. He was just different. He asked questions nobody could answer. He dreamed of creating things no one could imagine. But the world didn't care about dreamers. It only cared about results, grades, obedience, quietness. And Ethan was none of those things. After being expelled from school, Ethan found himself completely alone. No school, no home, no support. His father told him, frustrated, "You're wasting your life chasing fantasies," pleading, "Be normal, Ethan. Just be normal." But what's normal for a lion is a cage for an eagle. Ethan moved into a broken apartment, one light bulb, no internet, barely enough to eat. He worked odd jobs, washing dishes, cleaning toilets, delivering food. He didn't complain. He just watched, learned, built.
At night, he'd borrow old books from a nearby library. He taught himself psychology, app business, programming, and patience. He started writing code on a second-hand laptop with a cracked screen. It would freeze every 20 minutes, but he kept going. He applied to 37 tech companies. Every one of them said no. Some didn't even reply. He launched for startups. Each one failed. People laughed harder. "You're not built for this, Ethan," they said. "You're just chasing shadows." He cried some nights, felt broken, felt small. But not once did he stop. Because somewhere deep inside, a fire burned, a voice that whispered. At age 24, with barely $200 left, Ethan launched his fifth idea, a platform that used artificial intelligence to help students with learning disabilities. Why? Because he was that student once, confused, misunderstood, ignored. He called it NovaMind. Nobody noticed it at first, but then, a teacher from a small town in New Jersey uploaded a video. A young boy, who had never spoken in class, used Ethan's platform and read a full sentence out loud for the first time. The teacher cried. The video went viral. 300 million views in a week. The world suddenly noticed. Within 18 months, NovaMind was being used in 60 countries. Over 20 million students were learning through Ethan's vision. He was invited to speak at the United Nations. Forbes called him the Misfit who changed education, but Ethan didn't care about fame. He didn't care about headlines, he cared about that one student who felt the way he once did. Lost, broken, alone. The same world that called him a failure now called him a genius, a pioneer, a world changer. But he wasn't born great, he was just relentless. So the next time someone calls you a failure, don't argue, don't quit, don't prove them wrong with your words. Prove them wrong with your results. Remember, legends aren't born, they're built in silence. While the world sleeps, the brave rise, and sometimes, history is made by the very people the world tried to forget. Because failure is not the end. Sometimes, it's just the beginning of your legend.